Very good. Okay, yeah. Loved the first half. Really liked how our defense played the entire game. That's probably as good as they can play. And we challenged them pretty good this week. You know, a lot of respect for Cal and what they're doing, what they're building there. You know, Bo Baldwin does a great job on offense. And, you know, those guys are heading the right direction. And for our guys to play like they did in the first half, really, really proud of them. And bummed for our defense that we turned it over on offense, that we didn't, you know, they didn't get a shutout because they certainly deserved one, how hard they played.
Chris, I think it's 93 total yards is, I think that's top 5 all-time school record in terms of total defense.
Yeah.
What was going so well tonight for you guys?
Yeah, you know, I think it starts in that D-line. You know, if we can kind of make somebody one-dimensional, it really changes the game. And then, you know, the rush yards were, I mean, backwards there for most of the time. And I think when you can do that, and then we got some pressure on him as well. And a lot of times he was trying to escape out of there. You know, I think it starts with those big guys up front. I think Coach K called a good game blitzing them, you know, when he needed to put a little more pressure on. And, you know, they covered pretty tight for the most part.
Was there something with the 3 guys up front that was there something you saw where you felt like you could just get a lot of pressure just with those guys, or was it just them just going out of their brains tonight?
Yeah, you know, there's a lot of scheming and dreaming during the week, you know, of game plan, you know, a lot of subtleties, and those coaches do a good job with that. But I know we challenged those guys pretty good too, because we thought we maybe get an advantage there. And, you know, they played good. They answered. They really did. And I thought our whole team did that first half. You know, the third quarter was a little frustrating on offense, just some self-inflicted, you know, wounds there on ourselves that was kind of uncharacteristic. But we'll look at that and figure out why we're making, you know, some guys that don't normally make those, you know, mistakes.
What's going on with all the starts?
No, I don't. Yep, we'll figure it out.
Was the plan to get Hunter Bryant in there for a lot of snaps, or did his play just make it hard to take him off the field?
Well, no, we kind of had a few more things for him this week. You know, he's just been making plays each week, and we're trying not to overload him. And you know, he did a nice job. I mean, the guy is very athletic, and you know, he catches as well as anybody on the team. And so hopefully this is a kind of a confidence builder and booster for him, and we can just kind of keep building. He's a good weapon.
Would you describe his catch in the end zone, his first career touchdown?
Yeah, that was pretty impressive. Yeah, I just caught it real quickly. I couldn't see it at all during the game, but I caught it on the replay, and he looked like he went over the guy, and it was kind of a tie type situation, and kept fighting, and you know, fortunately, but heck of an effort on his part to get that done. Yeah, that's awesome. Hopefully they're not always that hard for him.
Did you see his versatility in high school, Hunter's?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Sometimes it's, you know, tough to know about guys, and certain times it's not real tough to know, and he was one of those guys that we didn't think it was real tough to see, type of talent that he has. Yeah.
Your kicking game, would you assess your kicking game?
Yeah. Punted well. I was proud of Joel. He hung onto the ball. He got good hang time. Yeah, he kind of did, I think, what they wanted to do to us, you know, was kind of hang it up there, and so he did a good job. Yeah, the kicking game, we still got some work to do there. You know, I feel bad for Tristan that he didn't make it. He had a really good week of practice. Both he and Van did. I mean, those kids, they take this really, really serious, as much as anybody on the team. And, I mean, they were out there working the whole week, and they were very, very clean this week. And I felt bad. I really wanted him to kick a field goal that was probably closer than it was, but we kind of were in no man's land. You know, it was fourth and longer. We were on that 21 or 2 yard line. I wanted to give him a chip shot that I knew for sure he'd make, because he can make them. We'll just keep working. You know, we'll just keep working.
Do you have a sense that there was a couple times there with Dante that he might spring one of those punt returns?
Yeah, he's always, you know, a tackle away, and we'll look at that on tape. You know, you usually got to break one, if not two, to make something big happen. But I thought the guys up front were doing a good job of, you know, holding him up long enough to get his hands on the ball. And but I thought he was doing a great job of flipping field position. You know, we all want him to go for a touchdown, but if you can get a 13-yard, 15-yard, 16-yard return, I thought it was really key in the game when Jake ran the option touchdown and then, got hit, and so we kick off, kind of pin him deep, and then they got a punt out of their end zone, and he returns it for, again, not a ton of yards, but enough to give that short field, and those are always game-changing plays, and we ended up scoring. So kind of back-to-back touchdowns, and I thought that was the whole really to break things open for us.
Chris, you mentioned the option run for Jake. He doesn't show much emotion most of the time. Do you like to see that every once in a while, particularly after a hit like that?
Yeah, I didn't really see what went on because I was looking at him getting launched. But like I said earlier, if he take that hit every time, if we're going to be able to kick off from the 50, pin him back there, get a short field to drive again, that's well worth that penalty. So, probably one of the harder times been hit this season, I think.
Run, I don't know if we've seen that wrinkle since Stanford. What was it that you guys saw with the defense that you guys thought you could get away with that?
Yeah, again, film study and short yardage offense and defense, and if they give us certain looks, if they don't, he's checking out of it, and so we got the look we wanted, and we really want him to pitch it. We're not really looking for him to carry it, but he did a great job. That's Jake. He doesn't guess, and he's going to take what they give him, and the guy played upfield on Miles, and away he goes.
Last time Bo Baldwin's offense was in Husky Stadium. He was going up and down the field. What was different about his offense today compared to what he's done in the past?
That's a long time ago. I put that out of my mind, so it's hard for me to really know. Just different teams. That's probably the best way to say it. They do. He'll get them going. It takes a while to build your system and get everybody on it, and they got some good young players that they'll continue to grow and get better.
Coach, Commissioner Larry Scott said he had a chat with you before the game about the kickoff time comments. Would you describe it as a friendly chat?
No, he told me good luck, go get him. That was a joke. He was friendly. I think we just need to move on to a new topic. Let's pick something next week that we can really care about. I think we beat this one up enough. Unless you guys want to beat it up some more. Okay.
Anything else, anybody?